Part 1. I know how it feels. My name is Mai, and I want to tell you something very personal. If you are trying to learn English and feel like you are failing, I understand you. If you feel tired, frustrated, or even ashamed because you cannot speak this language, even after many years, I really understand, because that was me. I tried to learn English since I was a little girl. I studied grammar rules, I memorized long word lists, and I even repeated phrases out loud every day. But I never felt confident. I was afraid to speak. My hands would shake when someone asked me a simple question in English. I forgot the words. I felt small and stupid. I know how it feels. People around me said, "Just practice more," or "Don't be shy." But they didn't understand. I didn't need more grammar. I needed something different, something that worked for me. Years passed. I became older, but my English was still weak. I wanted to change. I wanted to break free. And one day, I found a way. I discovered something that changed everything. Now I can speak. I can understand. I can even think in English. I feel free. And today I want to share this story with you. Not because I think I'm special, but because I know how many people are still stuck, like I was. I want to show you 10 real methods that helped me learn English fast and made me enjoy it. But first, let me tell you where my story began. Part 2. From East to West. I was born in a small house in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. The streets were always busy, full of people, motorbikes, street food, and loud sounds. Our home was small but warm. I lived with my parents and 2 younger brothers. My mother worked in a local market, and my father repaired bicycles. We didn't have much money, but we had a lot of love. As a child, I loved colors and stories. I used to draw pictures and dream of faraway places. I wanted to travel, to meet new people, to speak many languages, especially English. Why English? Because I saw it in movies. I heard it in songs. It felt beautiful and powerful. But in school, English was just rules and tests. Our teacher spoke very little. She wrote words on the blackboard and made us copy them. Cat, dog, car. It was boring. It was hard. And I was afraid to make mistakes. In high school, things didn't get better. I was shy. When the teacher asked me to read, my voice shook. My classmates laughed once when I said a word wrong. After that, I stayed silent. Then when I was 16, something big happened. My father got a new job in Australia. He was invited to work in a factory in Melbourne. It was a big chance for our family. After many months of waiting and documents, we moved. I still remember my first day in Australia. The air felt colder. The sky looked bigger. The people spoke fast and smiled a lot, but I couldn't understand them. At school, everything was in English. I sat in class and felt lost. My classmates were kind, but I was too scared to speak. I only nodded and smiled. At lunch, I ate alone. I missed home. I missed my language. I missed feeling safe. One day, a girl named Lily sat next to me. She was Vietnamese too, but she spoke English so well. I asked her, "How? How did you learn?" She smiled. "Not in school. I found new ways, fun ways." That moment planted a seed in me, a small hope. What if I could find a new way too? But I didn't act right away. Years passed. I studied. I worked part-time. I watched English videos. But still, it wasn't enough. I could understand some things, but I still didn't feel confident. I still avoided speaking. Then came the turning point. A rainy evening that changed my life. Part 3. A new way to learn. It was a cold evening in Melbourne. Rain tapped against the window. I was sitting at my desk, staring at an English textbook. I had read the same paragraph 5 times, but nothing stayed in my head. I sighed and pushed the book away. "I'm tired," I said out loud. "Maybe I'll never learn." Then I opened YouTube. I wanted to distract myself, but a video title caught my eye. "Learn English with AI. Speak faster, learn smarter." AI? Artificial intelligence? I clicked the video. A young man was talking about how he used ChatGPT to improve his English. He didn't go to school. He didn't buy expensive books. He just talked to a robot every day. He smiled and said, "It changed my life." I sat up. A robot? I was curious. I searched. ChatGPT English Learning. Hundreds of videos, blogs, stories. So many people were learning English with AI. That night I made an account and opened ChatGPT. My fingers shook. I typed, "Hello, can you help me learn English?" It replied instantly, "Of course, I'd love to help. What would you like to start with? Speaking, grammar, or vocabulary?" My heart jumped. It was friendly, fast, easy to understand. And that was the beginning. Over the next 6 months, I created my own system. I used technology in new ways. I made English a part of my life, not something outside of me. I learned every day, and it never felt boring. Here are the 10 best techniques that helped me the most. 1. Talking to ChatGPT like a friend. Every morning, I opened ChatGPT and started a conversation. Me. "Good morning. How are you today?" ChatGPT. "Good morning, Mai. I'm great. What are your plans today?" It was simple, but it made me practice thinking in English. I asked about new words. I shared my thoughts. I even told jokes. Some days I said, "Correct my grammar." Other days, "Let's talk about food." I felt safe. No fear, no judgment, just learning. 2. My AI diary. Every night I wrote 5 to 10 sentences about my day, in English. Then I asked ChatGPT to correct it and explain my mistakes. It would reply, "You wrote, 'I go to school.' The correct sentence is, 'I went to school.' Go becomes went in the past tense." I learned by doing, and I improved fast. 3. Story time with AI. I love stories, so I asked ChatGPT to write short stories for me, using simple English. Me. Write a story about a girl who finds a magical book. Use A2 English. Then I read the story aloud. I listened to how it sounded. Later I asked for a new version, with harder words. I grew slowly, but it felt magical. 4. Flashcards with images. I used a tool called Quizlet, but I added a twist. I asked ChatGPT to create lists of useful words, for example, kitchen items or feelings. Then I found pictures for each word and made cards. Apple, book, people. My brain remembered them better with pictures. 5th, audio lessons with AI voice. I used TTS, text-to-speech tools to hear how words really sound. I asked ChatGPT, write a 2-minute text about travel, level A2. Then I copied the text into a voice app and listened while walking or cooking. Hearing and reading at the same time helped me understand more and more. 6th word descriptions game. This was fun. I told ChatGPT, describe a word. I'll guess what it is. It said, it's round, red, and grows on a tree. People eat it as a snack. I guessed, apple. Correct. This helped me think in English and expand my vocabulary. 7th, mini dialogues for speaking practice. I asked ChatGPT to write short conversations, like this. A. Hi, how are you? B. I'm good, thanks. How about you? Then I played both roles out loud. I recorded myself. I repeated until I sounded more natural. 8. Error fixer game. I wrote my own sentences, then asked ChatGPT, Find the mistake and explain. Me. She don't like pizza. ChatGPT. Mistake. Don't should be doesn't. Correct sentence. She doesn't like pizza. It became a fun challenge. 9. Listening to AI stories at night. Before sleep, I asked ChatGPT, tell me a calming story for bedtime. A 2 level. Then I used an AI voice to read it slowly. I listened in bed, relaxed, and let English enter my dreams. 10th motivation from my AI coach. Some days I felt tired, unmotivated. So I typed, motivate me today, and it replied, remember how far you've come. You're amazing. You're learning a whole new language. Keep going. It sounds silly, but it worked. It felt like someone was cheering for me, and I kept going. These 10 methods changed everything. Suddenly, English became part of me. It was no longer a school subject. It was my daily life. And slowly, my fear disappeared. My voice became stronger. My mind became clearer. I started speaking to people. I started living in English. Part 4. The Girl Who Couldn't Speak. I still remember the first time I realized something had changed. I was in a cafe in Melbourne. I had just ordered tea, and a woman at the next table asked, "Excuse me, is this seat taken?" Without thinking, I replied, "No, go ahead." She smiled and sat down. Then we started talking about the weather, about books, about life. 10 minutes passed, then 20. And suddenly I realized I was having a conversation in English, without fear, without pauses, without looking for words in my mind. Tears came to my eyes, but I smiled. For so many years I had been silent. Now I was speaking, freely. Something inside me had opened. From that moment, everything started to change. New confidence. At school, I raised my hand more often. I joined study groups. I started helping other students who were learning English too. One girl from Thailand said, "You speak so well. Did you go to a special course?" I laughed. I talk to a robot every day. She didn't believe me at first, but then she tried it too, and it worked for her. Helping my family. Back home, my parents still struggled with English, so I became their little teacher. I showed my mom how to ask ChatGPT to help with cooking words. I helped my dad learn how to say directions in English when he got lost. Turn right, go straight, at the corner. They laughed and said, now you are our English teacher." It felt so good, like I could finally give something back. A job interview. Then came the next big test. I applied for a part-time job in a bookstore. The interview was in English. My hands were cold. My heart beat fast. But I remembered the dialogues I had practiced with AI. I took a deep breath. I smiled. I spoke slowly but clearly. And I got the job. After the interview, the manager said, "You're very confident. That's rare." But I knew it wasn't confidence from birth. I had trained for it, step by step, day by day. Small wins, big joy. I started watching movies without subtitles. I called customer service without fear. I made new friends from different countries. India, Brazil, Japan. English was our bridge. One day I met a little boy at the bookstore. He couldn't find a book and looked nervous. I knelt down and asked, "Hey, what kind of story do you like?" He said, "Dinosaurs." I smiled. "I've got just the thing." I found the book for him and he beamed. In that moment, I realized something. English wasn't just a skill anymore. It was a way to help others, to connect, to give kindness. I had become the girl who speaks, and I wasn't afraid anymore. Part 5. This is for you. So now, dear friend, I turn to you. Yes, you, reading this story, maybe listening, maybe watching with quiet hope in your heart. You are like me. I know it. Because if you weren't, you wouldn't still be here. You want to learn English. You want to speak it, feel it, use it. You don't want just grammar rules. You want confidence, freedom, connection. And maybe like me, you've tried before, many times. Maybe you feel like you failed. But I want to tell you something important. You are not broken. You just didn't have the right tools yet. I believe that now, more than ever, the tools are here. They are free. They are powerful. And they are waiting for you. Maybe nobody taught you how to learn with joy. Maybe nobody told you that talking to an AI every day can help you more than memorizing 1,000 words. Maybe nobody gave you permission to learn in your own way. So let me say it now. You have permission. You can do it your way. You can make English part of your life. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to begin. Start small. Maybe today, just open ChatGPT and say, "Hi, I want to learn English. Can you help me?" That's it. No pressure, no shame, no fear. The rest will come, word by word, step by step. Lessons I learned. Let me give you 5 things I learned that changed my path. Mistakes are good. Every time I made a mistake, I learned something real. Don't fear mistakes, welcome them. Daily practice is more powerful than long study. Even 5 minutes a day can change your brain. Make it a habit. Use your interests. If you like cooking, talk about food. If you like music, translate songs. Make learning fun. AI is your friend. Don't think of it as a machine. Think of it as a friendly guide who never sleeps. Believe in slow magic. You won't feel better in 1 day, but in 30 days you'll feel different. In 60, stronger. In 90, you may surprise yourself. I started from 0. I was scared. I was stuck. And now, I'm here telling my story, in English. So I ask you, what's stopping you from starting your story today? Part 6. Thank you, my friend. So, here we are, at the end of my story. But maybe it's the beginning of yours. If my words meant something to you, if they made you feel seen, or gave you even a little spark of hope, then I'm happy, truly happy. Because this story wasn't just about me, it was about you too. Yes, you, the person reading this, the one with dreams, fears, and a deep wish to grow. I believe in you, and I believe that if you take one small step today, just one, you'll begin a journey that changes everything. Not because it's fast, not because it's easy, but because it's yours, and you're not alone anymore. Thank you for spending this time with me. Thank you for listening, for feeling, for imagining with me. If you liked this story, please give it a like. It shows me this helped you. Subscribe, because I want to share more with you. Share it with a friend, someone else who wants to learn English, but doesn't know how to start. Together we can build something beautiful, a new life, a new voice, a new future, because every person deserves to speak. Every person deserves to be heard, and that includes you. So go now. Open that app. Talk to AI. Write your first sentence. Say your first word out loud. Make your first mistake, and smile. Your journey has already begun. And remember, the best day to start was yesterday. The next best day is today. You've got this. With love and hope, my